Hello everyone, today I have great pleasure to introduce our new member, Mika Nishi. Mika is a multimedia artist from Japan, but now she's living in Australia. Hi Mika, it's a great pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me.
So Mika, you are kind of professional artist from 2017, but before that you have some different background. So can you share a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. So my background is in commercial arts. After high school, I studied commercial arts, which is basically designing advertisement. So it's more graphic design, graphic
Mm-hmm.
arts. But unfortunately, sort of halfway through the course, the lecturer told me that it's kind of becoming a dying industry because social media is taking all the advertisements now, which has become true. No one really hires people for ads. They just use Instagram, TikTok, and yeah. So
Not so many print
unfortunately,
media. Yeah. Mm.
yeah, exactly. And so unfortunately, that didn't go anywhere, and I just got normal jobs, and for a while I wasn't really doing any art. I was I'll still scribble and do little sketches when I'm bored, but I wasn't, taking art that seriously. But then in 2017, I moved to the country,
Mm.
and I was bored. Like I was bored as hell and had nothing to do. Which, in hindsight, it was probably a good thing because then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna start doing art again. And then yes, so I started going to art classes and just learn the basics again and sort of concentrate on portraits particularly, and just learn how to draw faces from scratch and learn about color composition. And I started doing YouTube classes on how to use Procreate and graphic arts again as well. And then I just started drawing, posting them on Instagram, and then I started getting offers. And that's where I am at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. You have a British accent, but originally you are from Japan and you live in Australia. So can you also share how?
Yeah. Okay. Um, my accent's probably pretty mixed up now. Some people say I sound British, and then some people say I sound very
Australia.
Australian.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it is weird. Like, it's so normal for me though, because this is all I know. Like, from ever since I was born, really, I was always going back and forth between Japan and England. My mum's originally English, but
Hmm.
then in high school, my mum got an Australian citizenship. So then I stopped going to the UK, and then I was going back and forth between Japan and Australia. And then I'll do high school in Australia, and then during holidays, I'll always go back to Japan. So that was kind of my life. And yeah, I haven't been to the UK for a very long time now. I'd love to, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but my life's always been going back and forth. So yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
It costs money.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of your artwork, how do you find inspiration for your artwork, and what kind of connection with your audience you feel you can create with your artwork?
Yeah, so in terms of inspiration, I've always loved Gustav Klimt.
Mhm. From
Always
Austria.
been,
Hmm.
yeah, from Australia, and always been a huge fan. And that was one of the first paintings I fell in love with, his famous piece, Kiss. I was at a Japanese ski resort. I was 8 or 9 years old, and it was a more Western style resort. And they had this huge dinner hall, and it had like sort of old looking red carpets and gold poles and things. And they had a huge piece of that kiss, that painting. And I remember seeing it even like as a very little girl. I thought like, wow, like I just love this. And I've never seen painting with so much gold. Like
Hmm.
I kind of had a boring image of fine arts, but then I saw Gustav Klimt's work and I thought, oh, this is fun. And then, yeah, ever since then, like even now, I tend to go more digital. Like I use a lot of my uh, iPad to draw, but then if I print it out, I will then sort of paint over with gold and then try to do background patterns that kind of resemble Klimt's work. Sort of because his works are always quite messy in a good way. Like there's always so much patterns and flowers, and there's a lot going on. So I try to resemble that Art Nouveau style. So that's kind of where my inspiration comes from. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And in terms of what do you do today? You also mentioned you study psychology. So where that passion comes from for psychology?
Yeah, so that's a very newfound
Mhm.
passion, I guess. Like, to be honest, I'll be honest with you. Like at the start, it wasn't a passion or anything. I just thought, I need a degree to get a better
Okay.
job. Like, so I thought, you know what? Like, out of everything I could possibly study, psychology does interest me. Like, I am fascinated by how people work. Then I started studying it, and I am in third year now.
Mhm.
Um, and I love it. And it has actually become like a passion now where I do really want to pursue this. And yeah, it's helped me with my own struggles as well. There were times in my life where I wasn't a happy person at all, and studying psychology has like put my own life in perspective, and it's kind of given me comfort as well to see there's actually a good reason why people behave and why I behaved in a certain way. Like instead of thinking, oh, I'm so useless, why am I like this? Like
Mm.
studying psychology has made sense for me, like why my behavior was that way and why other people behave in a certain way. So it's given me more compassion, and it's given me more inspiration with art as well. So before studying psychology, I tended to just draw a lot of fun stuff, like a lot of really colorful, digital, a lot of naked people, like that sort of like really fun atmosphere. But now I'm starting to tap into like showing more vulnerability
Mhm.
and like showing more like raw emotions. And I'm a bit scared in a sense that it might not get as many likes as usual, but some people might like have a true connection to my art, which will be like amazing, even better than having 600 likes that don't really mean much. If there's 10 people that see my art and think, wow, like I know what this artist is feeling, and then that would be amazing for me. So yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting because the recent interviews I had with the artists, they all kind of find an interest for psychology, which is also
Yeah.
kind of a new way of thinking for the artist, because before usually people think artists they're usually all over the places, they have so
Yeah.
many different emotion, mood, and when they suffer a lot then the best art coming out from them. But at the same time you mentioned how psychology is helping you and to find an even deeper connection with your audience, and I think that's changing the perspective on artists from other people, because to create art and also to study you also have to be kind of organized, because
Mm.
lots of things to do. So how did you
Yeah.
find the to overcome the challenges to to study at the same time you have to make money for living and create art? So how that works in your case?
Yeah, so it is definitely challenging. I'm working as well, so there's work, study, and like in assignment times, I really don't have much time to do art. But I try to make that time, especially if I get an inspiration for it. Like if I feel that I'm just pushing myself to draw because I haven't done it in a while, and then it doesn't look authentic to me.
Yeah.
So then I just think, you know what, just freaking study and just go to sleep. And there's no point trying to draw right now. But um, but even if it's really late, like even if it's 11 p.m. and I should be going to bed, if I suddenly get this feeling and like if I hear some music and then images pop up in my head, so I really need to draw this right now. Otherwise, like I'll forget this feeling. This feeling isn't going to last for tomorrow morning. I need to draw this right now. So yeah, so if I get a feeling like that, even if it's a very inconvenient time, I will draw a bit. And then yeah, if assignments are finished and I'm having a bit of break from uni, then I try to just smash through art through that time, and that's my like art time. And I just go hide in my garage and crank up music and kick everyone out, kick my dogs out, and that's my time to do art. So yeah.
Is there any piece of art you would like to share with our community? Something your favorite artwork?
Yeah, sure. So this is one of the first digital acrylic combo, like the multimedia stuff I've done. And it never got sold, unfortunately, but I like it, so she can stay with me. So
Hmm.
she's very naked, but yeah, that was like the background is digital, but I just kind of chunked up, like added on a lot of gold. So yeah, so that is a piece that I quite like. And there's some in the background, as you can see, but they're relatively new. So yeah,
Amazing.
mm.
And in terms of your art career, how do you see yourself in upcoming months and years?
Yeah. So I would love to somehow, stay in the industry. Like, to be honest, like, some people do refer to me as a professional artist, but there's a very vague line between being professional and just a hobby artist, because it's very hard. Like there's no drawing line. And right now, like I do sell some of my work, but it kind of goes in phases where sometimes they're selling heaps, and right now there's no one's buying anything,
Uh-huh.
So, um, but yeah, next year I just want to, like I was saying before, I want to be more authentic, like not to create art that's going to get more likes
Like,
on
yeah,
Instagram, but just maybe just make myself vulnerable. Like, it's a bit scary to be vulnerable, but just kind of put myself out there and see if that connects with someone. And yes, and definitely I'll never quit um, making art, and I'll just keep challenging myself with different mediums and different styles, and yeah, I like trying lots of different things. So yeah.
yeah, yeah. And what will be your advice for the young artists like who are facing maybe similar challenges as yourself, that it's so hard to keep doing, and art is not something we can just you know take it as a work. We need to find the inspiration, and you never know when will come. uh,
Yeah.
Hopefully more often, right? So how do you can advise those young artists to proceed with what they like to do?
Yeah, the advice I have for young artists is that don't put yourself down, because everyone, when they're starting out, it doesn't look amazing, and that was my problem when I was starting out, thinking, no, my drawing's crap, and I just compare, what I see online and think like, oh, there's no point in me doing it. Like it looks nothing like some of the professionals, and think I have no talent and things like that. But yeah, so I just want to remind all young artists that keep going, because no one started perfect. Like even the most incredible artists you see on Instagram, if you scroll right down to the bottom when they started, their initial drawings look pretty crap. Like we all develop skills. It's not pure talent. And and if you have a love for it, you'll just keep getting better. So just keep doing it. And it doesn't matter. Like it, what other people think of it in the end doesn't matter anyway. If you're, getting the joy from doing art, and then you're never losing anything anyway. So just keep doing it if you have the love for it. And in terms of making time and balancing your life, I don't know. It's hard because I struggle with that too. But again, like if you have the love for it, just allocate an hour of your day. Even like you don't have to spend 10 hours on a piece every day. Like if you have spare half an hour, just you know, close yourself from the rest of the world for that half an hour, crank up music that you love, and just get into your own world, and just start doing it. And I reckon you would feel amazing. And the end product, again, like, it doesn't really matter, like, if you had the joy from it, and then you won anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's my advice. Just keep doing it. Keep doing. Yeah.
That's amazing advice, Mika. Thank you. Thank you. And I believe it will encourage many young artists to don't give up and proceed what they like. Instead of scrolling, as you said, on the Instagram and looking how everybody are perfect, you just find the time for yourself and create art for yourself. And then who cares what other people will believe or not, is good or not. Yeah. So for all of you guys who enjoy Mika artwork, please also follow her on her Instagram profile. We will share her Instagram on the comments below, and you can find her website. So please also help Mika to get some more exposure. If you like this video, share with the people who you think might be inspired, same as we are. Minka, thank you so much for sharing part of your journey and to share your story with us. And we're looking forward to see your future artworks as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for letting me talk. Thank you. It was fun.